Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. I'm Dean Graziosi. If you're new to this site, welcome. Glad to have you here. Browse around, meet so many incredible forward thinkers, people who have bigger future mindsets, sharing their wisdom, their direction that they've learned, the capabilities, and even confidence right here on these pages. If you haven't seen my weekly wisdoms, you're new here, make sure you click over here, my old weekly blogs. You can go through and look at a lot of them. Also, last week I know we did amazing live casts and videos that we were doing for our Insider Elite members. Congratulations to our new Insider Elite members. Congratulations to our current members who re-upped and are a part of that amazing IE family. If you didn't get in because you thought it was amazing, but price was a little hard for you to comprehend or it was a little much to come up with, but you really wanted it, look in your email inbox today, tomorrow. I got something pretty special, short little window to get some extra people in that were on the fence because I read hundreds and hundreds of your posts, and I know so many of you were this close, so I wanted to do something special, so be on the lookout. Okay, I want to talk about something today. I recently got back from doing an event in Vegas, and I know so many times just getting started is the hardest part. Just getting going, even though you have the knowledge, the wisdom, all these things have come in, but you just got to get going. And I know a lot of times people will tell me, well, there's people smarter than me. There's people doing it more often. There's lots of buyers in my area. I live in California. There's so many buyers. They're buying up every deal in Florida and in Las Vegas and Phoenix and other areas of the country. There's all these smart so-called buyers or real estate investors. And I thought about something like, yeah, but they don't have what you have. That combined with, a couple weeks ago, I went to Strategic Coach. I go 4 times a year. I've been going for years. I pay $25,000 a year to go to Strategic Coach. It's 1-day sessions 4 times, so it's 4 different days a year. And I learned how to be a better entrepreneur, a better educator, a better businessman. I learned actually how to be a better family man because I learned how to take more time for me and just work harder when I'm actually working. And it just happened, all these things came together. Going to a live event, me thinking about you guys, going to Strategic Coach, and the topic for the day was unfair advantage. Now, when I say that, some of you might even cringe. Like, should you really have an unfair advantage? Yes. Unfair advantage is just mean that you had the courage to be at this website, to be at my live events, to buy my book, to go through our Success Academy. You cut a check for speed in so many cases, or maybe you couldn't even buy my book, but you're here at this site. And just being at this site, you have an unfair advantage. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you have an edge that'll make things work for you. So what I'd love for you to do today, this is your assignment. I want to let you know something. Remember this always. This is something I've just been thinking through in the last year or so. Confidence builds you to keep going quicker. Confidence builds momentum. If you do your first deal, you start to gain confidence. You do your 5th deal, your confidence is getting really big. You got a couple buy and holds, you wholesale, and you do a retail flip. Confidence is growing like a snowball. You talk to deals start attracting to you. Money starts attracting to you. You can't stop it because confidence is growing, and confidence is a magnet. It's an attractor. Money comes to confidence. People come to confidence. It's just the way it works. But guess what? You can't gain confidence until you have one thing. You know what it is? Courage. If you don't have the courage to use the education, if you don't have the courage to put out bandit signs, if you don't have the courage to call real estate agents to find one that'll do your 25-to-1, if you don't have the courage to call that first bank to see if they'll refi for you, and when you say the wrong thing, they think you're foolish, if you don't have the courage for rejection, you don't have the courage when someone calls your bandit sign to actually talk to them and go through our lead sheet and actually find out if it's a deal you can make money with. If you don't have that courage, you can never get to where you can have confidence. So I want to do something today that can hopefully increase your courage so that can evolve the confidence. Do you have an unfair advantage? Do you know most people, most investors, especially newbies, they come into the market, and investors that I've talked to that bought 5 deals a year their whole life, and they're property, owners, and they're landlords, they still have a real estate agent where they say, send me all the cheap deals in your area. Do you know that most people do that? When they're looking to buy a house, they don't know the 25-to-1 system. They don't use bandit signs, or they think maybe they're stupid bandit signs. They don't know how to contact wholesalers or use Craigslist Okay? If you're in our Success Academy, went to Boots on the Ground, any of our advanced education, they don't have a hotline that they can call for help. If you're not in one of those, they don't have deangraziosi.com. They don't have, if you're one of our Insider Elite members or you become one, they don't have Insider Elite where you can ask the experts, get chats, watch live webcasts with me and Matt Larson every month. They don't have Matt Larson and other amazing people at DG.com and Michael Mangham and so many great people at DG.com just sharing from the heart because they want to help others. What do you call all those things I just rambled off? And that's just one little piece of it. That's an unfair advantage. You're competing with most people that don't even have that. They don't even know how to calculate the right price or how to negotiate the right deal to create amazing deals in your area. You got to think about that. What else do you have that's an unfair advantage? It doesn't make you bad. What about finding buyers, wholesaling, retail flips, buy and hold for cash flow? All the techniques that you can learn right here at this site, within my Insider Elite, being at one of my live events around the country, and if you have the chance to get to them, get to them. If you're thinking of buying, buy. Gain the wisdom, gain the education so you can have the courage to go out there and do a deal and a deal and a deal and a deal to gain the confidence to make this a way of life. So your lesson for today is I would like you to list all the things that give you an unfair advantage over people in your area, stare at it, digest it, and use that to gain the courage to get out there and make this happen. If you're not making offers, you're not making money. We need to get you the courage to evolve to the confidence. You have an unfair advantage. Oh, here's a big one. You have me. I'm here every week to do all I can to keep you in the game and make it happen. I'll talk to you next week.